Assalamu alaikum and good evening to everyone. My name is Adil Ali Anwar, also known as Triple A. I'm the beatboxer and he's my friend.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Sajjad and I'm a student. I'm 15 years old and we are the beatboxers. Let's go.
You know what to do with the big fan, but
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Say my name, say my name, I wanna feel you. Say I will be in this place, I'm gonna lean you. Say my name, say my name, say my name, I wanna feel you. Say I will be in this place, I'm gonna lean you. Say manama, say manama, say manama, I wanna feel you. Say I will be in this place, I'm gonna lean you. Say manama, say manama, say manama, I wanna feel you. Say I will be in this place, I'm gonna lean you. I'm gonna lean you. I'm gonna lean you. I'm gonna lean you. Yeah. We have more, we have more.
this is beatbox. This is beatbox. This is beatbox. This is beatbox. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Get out the bait.
I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking Joe. I pull up with a second with a motherfucking Joe. I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking Joe. And pull up with the second with a motherfucking I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking Joe. And pull up with the second with a motherfucking Joe. I don't give a fuck about a motherfucking Joe. And pull up with the second with a motherfucking Joe.
I'm a beat boy. 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 I'm a beat boy with the beat. I'm a beat boy. Twitch. Check it out, my bass, baby. Wait. You wanna listen some bass now? I just wanna give you rap right now. Everybody put your hands up. Yeah, pick the bass now. Just wanna now. Just wanna now. Just wanna now. Give the way now. Just wanna now. Just wanna now. Just wanna now. Give the way now. Promote. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The trap is always ready for the war. Lower.
मेरा नाम ताहा अब्बास है। मैं एक राइटर हूँ। कुछ कमाल नहीं लिखता, बस शायद आप लोगों को कमाल लग जाए। बस थोड़ा सा फोकस, थोड़ी सी तवज्जो। एक वाक़या लिखा है मैंने। वाक़ये का नाम है हक और मोहब्बत। मेरा कसूर कुछ नहीं, मुझे निकालना मत। देख आज दुनिया छोड़ आया तेरे पास। देख आज अपना सब कुछ छोड़ आया हूँ। देख कितना कमज़ोर हो गया हूँ। देख मेरे ज़ख्मों की गर्मी, देख इनसे खून उबलता। देख देख जवानी में मेरी बीमार जवानी। देख मुझे माफ़ कर दे, मेरा कसूर कुछ नहीं, मुझे निकालना मत। आज की रात पना चाहता हूँ, कल का सूरज मैं पलट जाऊँगा। आज की रात तेरा प्यार चाहता हूँ। बस आज की रात मेरे जिस्म के बंद ज़ख्मों पर मरहम लगा दे। फिर ज़ख्म भरें ना भरें मुझे फ़िक्र नहीं। देख मेरे ये फैले हुए हाथ, देख इन पर दुनिया की सितमगरी। देख तू तो नर्म दिल है, बस आखिरी बार माफ़ कर दे। आज की रात मुझे प्यार दे दे, मेरा कसूर कुछ नहीं, मुझे निकालना मत। तेरी दहलीज तक आने में भी मुश्किल हुई है। मेरे पाँव रुकते थे हर नए कदम पर। मेरा अधमरा ज़मीर भी मुझे बुरा कहता था। मेरी रूह मुझे दरिंदा कह चुकी थी। लेकिन मेरा शौक़ देख, मेरा प्यार देख, किसी के आगे मैंने सर नहीं झुकाया। देख मेरी गरीबी के तेरे कदमों में पड़ा हूँ, तेरे दरवाजे पर आज सिर्फ एक रात मांगने आया हूँ, अपनी बेबस ज़ात मांगने आया हूँ। मेरा कसूर कुछ नहीं, मुझे निकालना मत। दुनिया से बस दिल भर गया मेरा, कर चुका जो गुनाह करने थे, कर ली बेवफाई। हाँ मैंने वादे तोड़े हैं, हाँ मैंने वादे तोड़े हैं, लेकिन हर कदम पर तुझसे मोहब्बत करना नहीं छोड़ी। हर ज़ख्म पर तेरा ही तो नाम लिखा था, हर ठोकर पर तुम याद आए, हर मुसीबत में तुझे नहीं भूला। बस आज की रात अपने पहलू में जगह दे दे, फिर कल कुछ नहीं मांगूंगा। मैं तो गलत था, गलत रहूँगा, तू सही है, तू हक है, लेकिन मेरा कसूर कुछ नहीं, मुझे निकालना मत। जाने कहाँ तक की सदा लगा रहा था वो, जाने कहाँ तक सदा पहुँची। काफ़ी देर इस शख्स को मस्जिद की दहलीज पर चीखता देखने के बाद मेरा वहाँ रहना मुनासिब न था।
तो हर जगह सीए का जिक्र करना पड़ता है क्योंकि उसके लिए बड़ी 4-5 साल तक लगाई हुई हमने ज़िंदगी। कब्र पे भी लिखवाएंगे हम चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, अगर बन गए, नहीं लिखाएंगे तो सर्वाइविंग। सो दिस इज़ उसामा अहमद, आई थिंक द बिगेस्ट फ़ैन ऑफ मैम नैयरा नूर। शायद जिन्होंने मुझे सुना हो वो जानते हों, जिन्होंने ना सुना हो उनको नहीं पता हो। पिछले महीने मेरी 6 साल मतलब 5 साल बैठ कह दें, मैं नैयरा नूर साहिबा से मिलना चाहता था, तो मुलाकात होके ही नहीं दे रही थी। मतलब सब कहते थे कि नहीं, नैयरा नूर किसी से मिलती नहीं है, निकलना छोड़ दिया। लेकिन लास्ट मंथ मेरी ज़िंदगी में वो पल भी आ गया कि मैं नैयरा नूर साहिबा से मिला। नापा में उनका एक ट्रिब्यूट सेरेमनी थी, तो वहाँ पर उनसे मुलाकात हुई। मुझे लगा बड़ी आम सी मुलाकात होगी, बट व्हेन आई सेड कि मैं आपका बहुत बड़ा फ़ैन हूँ, आपको इतने साल से सुन रहा हूँ, एंड उसी दौरान मेरी आंखों से थोड़े आंसू निकल गए। एंड नैयरा नूर साहिबा ने डायरेक्ट मुझे हक किया, देन शी किस्ड माय फॉरहेड, एंड दैट वाज द मोमेंट कि जब एक स्टार आपको इतना रिस्पेक्ट दे। और जो इज़्ज़त मेरे दिल में नैयरा नूर साहिबा की थी, वो मोहब्बत वो और ज़्यादा हो गई। सो उन्हीं की मैं अक्सर फैज़ अहमद फैज़ साहब की गज़लों को गाता हूँ जो उन्होंने लिखी थी, जो नैयरा ने पढ़ी थी। आज भी वही है, थोड़ा गला ख़राब है तो आवाज़ थोड़ी जगह से हिल जाएगी। सो स्टार्ट करते हैं। फिर आईनाए आलम शायद के निखर जाए, फिर अपनी नज़र शायद तागा दे नज़र जाए, फिर आईनाए आलम शायद के निखर जाए। सहरा पे लगे पहरे और कुफ्ल पड़े बन पर, सहरा पे लगे पहरे और कुफ्ल पड़े बन पर, अब शहर बदर होकर दीवाना किधर जाए, फिर आईनाए आलम शायद के निखर जाए। या खौफ से डर गुज़रे या जान से गुज़र जाएं, या खौफ से डर गुज़रे या जान से
गुजर जाए, मरना है कि जीना है, एक बात ठहर जाए, फिर आईनाए आलम शायद के निखर जाए।
मेरे ख्याल से आप लोग सो गए तो इसी बीच नैयरा नूर साहिबा का एक बहुत ही मशहूर फ़िल्मी नगमा था, मुझे फ़िल्म का नाम याद है, आईना में उन्होंने वो नगमा गाया था, इट वॉज माई फेवरेट। मैं थोड़ा ट्राई करूँगा, वैसे वो ख़वातीन की आवाज़ में ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन बीइंग अ फैन ऑफ नैयरा मैं बहुत कुछ ट्राई करता रहता हूँ। ला 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 रूठे हो तुमको कैसे मनाऊं पिया, बोलो ना बोलो ना, रूठे हो तुमको कैसे मनाऊं पिया, बोलो ना बोलो ना, खुशबू बन के आऊं, सांसों में बस जाऊं, कैसे तुमको मनाऊं, रूठे हो तुमको कैसे मनाऊं पिया, बोलो ना बोलो ना, तुम बिन पिया जिया मोरा नहीं लागे, तड़पे है तरसे है सारी रात जागे, मानोगे कैसे पिया ये बता दो, जल जल के मर जाऊं ऐसे ना सजा दो, आंसू है आँखों में, हलचल है सांसों में, तुम ही को चाहूं मैं, रूठे हो तुमको कैसे मनाऊं पिया, बोलो ना बोलो ना, खुशबू बन के आऊं, बाहों में मर जाऊं, कैसे तुमको मनाऊं, तुम जो कहो तुमको मर के मनाऊं पिया, बोलो ना बोलो ना।
रहना जे तू अखियां दे सामने नहीं रहना, ते बीबा साडा दिल मोड़ दे, जे तू अखियां दे सामने नहीं रहना, जे तू अखियां दे सामने नहीं रहना, ते बीबा साडा दिल मोड़ दे, असमित दा विछोड़ा नहीं हो सहना, असमित दा विछोड़ा नहीं हो सहना, ते बीबा साडा दिल मोड़ दे, कर बैठी सजना भरोसा तेरे प्यार ते,
ओ कर बैठी सजना भरोसा तेरे प्यार दा,
कर बैठी सजना भरोसा तेरे प्यार ते, रोल बैठी दिल वे मैं तेरे एतबार ते, तू अखियां दे सामने नहीं रहना,
ਕਿ ਬੀਬਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਮੋੜ ਦੇ
ਤੈਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ ਦਿਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਭੇਦ ਖੋਲਣੇ
ਤੈਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ
ਤੈਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ ਦਿਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਭੇਦ ਖੋਲਣੇ ਆਸਾਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਈ ਦੁੱਖ ਸੁੱਖ ਬੋਲਣੇ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣਾ
ਵੇ ਬੀਬਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਮੋੜ ਦੇ
ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਇੱਕ ਉਹਦੀ ਯਾਰੀ ਯਹੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਉਹੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ
ਦਿਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਾਸ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੀ
रूठे नु मनाना
ਆਉਂਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੇ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਰੂਠਣਾ ਤੂੰ ਮੁਝਸੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਸ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ यार निभाना जब से जुड़ी है सांस तुझसे ओ यारा मेरे खैर मंगदा मैं तेरी रबा से यारा खैर मंगदा मैं तेरी
हो खैर मंगदा मैं तेरी रबा से यारा
खैर मंगदा मैं तेरी यारा वे यारा वे तैनू बुलावे यारा वे मन मेरा तू क्यों ना पूरी
इसके बाद
आज की आज की रात फिर नहीं होगी
आज की रात फिर नहीं होगी
ये मुलाकात फिर नहीं होगी ऐसे बादल तो फिर भी आएंगे ऐसी बरसात फिर नहीं होगी आप बैठे हैं बाली पे मेरी आप बैठे हैं बाली पे मेरी मौत का जोर चलता नहीं है
आप बैठे है बाली पे मेरी मौत का जोर चलता नहीं है
हो मौत मुझको गवारा है लेकिन मौत मुझको गवारा है लेकिन क्या करूं दम निकलता नहीं है क्या करूं दम निकलता नहीं है
मैं गले के
सभी पीने वाले लड़खड़ा कर संभलते हैं लेकिन
मैं गले के सभी पीने वाले लड़खड़ा कर संभलते हैं लेकिन
तेरी नजरों का जो जाम पी ले तेरी नजरों का जो जाम पी ले उम्र भर वो संभलता नहीं है तेरी नजरों का जो जाम पी ले उम्र भर वो संभलता नहीं है
सनी पद मम गम रे सा सरगम सा नि पा ग म रे सा नि रे सा ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਉਡੀਕਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਦ ਮੁੱਕ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਵੇਖ ਲੈ ਨਿਮਾਣੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਬਿਨਾ ਮਰ ਚੱਲੀ ਸਰੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਦਾ ਨੀ ਪਾਗਾ ਮਰੇ ਸਾ ਧਨੀ ਰੇ ਸਾ ਧਨੀ ਰੇ ਸਾ ਧਨੀ ਰੇ ਸਾ ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਉਡੀਕਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਦ ਮੁੱਕ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਵੇਖ ਲੈ ਨਿਮਾਣੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਬਿਨਾ ਮਰ ਚੱਲੀ ਤੂੰ ਜੇ ਆਵੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਸੀਨੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਵਾਂ
ਤੂੰ ਜੇ ਆਵੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਸੀਨੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਵਾਂ ਨੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋਰ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਵੇ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋਰ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮੁਖੜੇ ਤੋਂ ਨਜ਼ਰਾਂ ਹਟਾਵਾਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮੁਖੜੇ ਤੋਂ ਨਜ਼ਰਾਂ ਹਟਾਵਾਂ ਨੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋਰ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਵੇ ਮਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੋਰ ਦਿਸਦਾ
अच्छा दिस इज अ सॉन्ग ऑफ हिज ठीक है बल्ले पे मोर पीटीआई के लिए गाया था सयाम शाह ने ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब पे सो ही जॉइन मी अलॉन्ग
ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ पे मोहर भूख अफलास के मसले हमको हर जानिब से घेरे हैं
फलास के मसले हमको हर जानिब से घेरे हैं
फैला है अंधेरा हर सू मायूसी के डेरे हैं
इस मायूसी में हमने उम्मीद का दिया जलाना है
बल्ले पे मोहर
लगाना है इमरान का साथ निभाना है बल्ले पे मोहर लगानी है इमरान का साथ निभाना है
यार एक कर लूं पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया मैं
पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया मैं
पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया मैं पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया मैं
भर्ती हो गया
दहूं जमाता बहास सा मैं दहूं जमाता बहास सा मैं सिद्धई अफसर
हो गया मैं पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया मैं पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया
मां मेरी मैनू कहंदी पुत तैनू अफसर भर्ती कराया है बुड्ढी देंदी ताने मापे किथे मैनू फसाया हुण रोला रूला ना पावी रोला रूला ना पावी हुण जहाना से हो गया मैं पुलिस च
भर्ती हो गया मैं पुलिस च भर्ती हो गया
इत्थे चीनी भी महंगी इत्थे आटा भी महंगा पर मेरे मुल्क दी दुल्हन पैने 5 लाख दा लहंगा इत्थे चीनी भी महंगी इत्थे आटा भी महंगा पर मेरे मुल्क दी दुल्हन पैने 5 लाख दा लहंगा चुक बच्चे मावा वेचण मेरे मुल्क ते लोकी हसण चुक बच्चे मावा वेचण मेरे मुल्क ते लोकी हसण मेरे घर दा टीवी कहंदा ओ उठ जवाना
चढ़दे सवेरे
मेरा मुल्क डुबिया विच हनेरे इत्थे फोन दे पैकेज सस्ते समोसे लभदे खस्ते रुपये विच लभदी ए दुआ कर 100 चैनल आंदे मैनू खबरां रोज सुनांदे मेरे मुल्क दे वीर सहाफी मेरे मुल्क नू पे बचांदे इत्थे रखियां 6 गड्डियां 3 निक्कियां 3 वड्डियां ओही टैक्स नहीं भरदा इत्थे मेरी जान कर डॉलर दी गुलामी जिन जेबां भरियां जानी ओही बन बैठे ने इत्थे कोई राजा ते कोई रानी इत्थे ड्रोन दे हुंदे हमले किवें मुल्क दी हालत संभले ओ लोकी होवे कमले
उठ जवाना छड़ दे हनेड़े
थैंक यू सो मच बहुत शुक्रिया जैन
अब नेक्स्ट 10 मिनट्स में जाएंगे चलो सूफी मेडले करे ई कर लो
करो करो
हटा दे
ई मेजर
कर सकते हो ओ पढ़ पढ़ इलम ते फाजल हो दे कदे सपने नल लड़या ना ओ बज बज वरना है मंदिर मसीती ते जेड़ा घर बैठा नू लड़या ना ओ लड़ना शैतान दे नाल दे कदे सपने नल लड़या ना ओ बुल्ले शाह आसमानी उठदियां फड़ो नए घर बैठा नू लड़या ना बस करी हो
यार इल्मो बस करी हो यार
बस करी हो यार इल्मो
बस करी हो यार
ओ तेरे जिया मैनू होर न कोई ढूंढा जंगल वेला रोई ढूंढा ता सारा जहां
ढूंढा ता सारा जहां
वे वेड़े आवर मेरे माने
जाड़ ना जा
गहराई में जितना भी जाऊं गहराई में हो गहराई में जितना भी जाऊं तुझको पास में
उतना ही पाऊं
जिससे
दरिया का पानी
जीवन दे
उसे दरिया की लहरों से डरना क्या
तेरे इश्क में जो भी डूब गया उसे दुनिया की लहरों से डरना क्या उससे डरना क्या उससे डरना क्या
ओ देखूं जब मैं जमीन देखूं ये आसमां सब तेरे हैं निशान सब तेरे हैं निशान इन सितारों से भी आगे जो है जहां सब तेरे हैं निशान
सब तेरे हैं निशान
हो तेरे इश्क में जो भी डूब गया उसे
दुनिया की लहरों से
डरना क्या तेरे इश्क में जो भी डूब गया उसे दरिया की लहरों से डरना क्या
कहना गलत कहना गलत गलत छुपा कहना गलत गलत तो छुपाना सही सही
गलत गलत
तो
छुपाना सही सही
कहना गलत गलत तो छुपाना सही सही
हो कहना गलत गलत छुपाना सही सही
कासद कहा जो उसने
बताना सही सही
ये सुबह हो चेहरे की रंगत उड़ी हुई
हो ये सुबह हो चेहरे की रंगत उड़ी उड़ी
कल रात तुम कहाँ थे बताना सही सही हाल मैंने पूछा कि कल शब कहाँ थे मैंने पूछा कि कल शब कहाँ थे
पहले शर्माए फिर हंस के बोले पहले शर्माए फिर हंस के बोले
बात क्यों है से तुम पूछ रहे हो
जो बताने के काबिल नहीं है
कल रात
तुम कहाँ थे बताना सही सही दिल लेके मेरा हाथ में कहते हैं मुझसे वो
दिल ले के मेरा हाथ में कहते हैं मुझसे वो
हो क्या लोगे इसके दाम बताना सही सही क्या दोगे इसके दाम बताना सही सही
शाह जी तो दिलो जान से सिर्फ आपका है बस क्या आप भी हैं उसे के बताना
सही सही
कितना टाइम लोगे
Let's go. Let's go. Split it in the brain. Hey. Hey. Move. 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 Bitches move their belly like. You just got randomized.
just got randomized. What a break. Whoa, whoa, don't get in my way. Whoa, whoa, I don't let you gonna stay. Whoa, whoa, don't get in my way. Whoa, whoa, I don't let you gonna stay. Don't. Oh, don't get in my way. Oh, let's go.
Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone. Can everyone hear me? I need a yes. Wow, thank you. Well, my name is Shakiza Tariq, as some of you know me, some. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, when I come here to perform, I don't really think कि मैं क्या perform करूँगी या क्या करूँगी, because I randomly put myself in situations where I cannot handle peer pressure. So that's that story of my life. Anyway, so but I just I have a, अगर नहीं सुननी तो मैं चुप हो जाती हूँ. Anyways, I'm gonna perform a poetry for you all. It's called It's Time to Let Go. Okay, it goes like this. I miss you, you were my life. You were the reason that made me smile. When the world was full of hate, you were the one who made it seem all okay. We laughed, enjoyed, and had fun, but now you're not here. Everything seems like dust. Smoking weed isn't gonna bring your ex back. If I saw you through all that smoke, I was the one holding your back. In my fantasies, why do you kiss me and hold me tight, and then disappear when I open my eyes? You used to be the love of my life, but now you barely notice me when I say hi. Was I that bad that you ignored me twice? Or was it my childish words that made us seem unalike? Your lavish personality can't be described, but at least I'll give it a try. You wear clothes just like Gatsby, but in a modern way. Your silky, smooth peach skin, not a flaw that can't be displayed. Your hair are like shark's teeth, which can hurt you, but they're only a showpiece. Lips knows everything, but you're afraid to show anything. Eyes, oh wait, I messed it up. Your eyes knows everything, but afraid to show anything. Lips are meant to be kissed, but yours seem to be locked. Why don't you see there's another person dying inside me? But I love you so that I'm ready to let you go. You were never mine, but for me, you were my life. Thank you.
You can fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on your back as you pass. But your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the guy in the glass. Time will swap and so will the people. They pursuing their own fate and you following your own destiny. A grin of despair will be there on your face when you'll be glancing at those couples, those pledging to never segregate. Life would assuredly make you feel abandoned when your inner friend won't be your priority. You'll discover yourself dependent on those bluffing to be friendly who can be undeniably epitomized as backstabbers in reality. A time would come when life would throw ventures towards you, but your zeal to achieve anything would already be lifeless to you. There would be nothing much left for your heart to feel, the same heart which was brutally left to bleed. By the excruciating pain caused by the daggers that drilled inside you every day, leaving you shattered. Then a time will come when everything would be there to be contented for, but only one unfulfilled longing that would be sheer reason for you to be ungrateful for. Then a time will come when everything would dare to be contented for, but only one unfulfilled longing that would be the sheer reason for you to be ungrateful for. Life would then provide you with two aisles, either to accept the guy in the glass or ransack the whole world in search of reasons to smile. Though life would still be engulfed in darkness, but you'll be out of that oblivion state, and you'll master the art of giving smiles that are fake. And all that would be left to do would be your urge to just abide by this one rule. The rule which states that, be aware of barbarians. People here might praise you in segregations, but they'll surely curse you in congregations. There is this one big regret that still intimidates me. Had I not cheated the guy in the glass, and had I confidently deviated from the path and accepted myself as I was, then I wonder the limits I might have sneaked across. Thank you.
So this is still a bit of a work in progress. I just wrote it yesterday, so bear with me. It's unnamed for now. I pick the scabs off the corners of my nails, picking away, tearing them off, trying to make myself feel for a minute, a moment, a singular moment in time. I pick the skin off my lips, staring away at them. My mother tells me it makes me look ugly. I tell her I already feel scorched on the inside. The sensation of my own skin fails me over and over again. She doesn't get it, so I move away and pick away, reminding myself that my body is real and existing, no matter what my mind tries to pull over me. I count the tiles on my floor, 1, 2, 3, and again, left to right, right to left. I'm always counting the things in my life. How many steps between my room and my parents'? How many breaths in a minute? How many books on my shelf? I never really liked numbers, never really believed that life was a culmination of black and white, of fixed truths of beauty surmountable. But in moments like this, numbers are my only solace. The world around me spins on its axis, slowly spinning, like the strumming of the acoustic guitar that lulls me into oblivion, like the 15 seconds I click away to get to the next episode, like the amount of times I've allowed myself to be vulnerable, but only on paper, never in person, never in person. They ask me what my anxiety is like, if it's real, if it's just an encapsulation of my imagination. And I laugh in their presence, because when I feel it, when I really, truly feel it, I don't know if anything is real, much less myself. That's why I pick away at myself, count away the physical space around me. That's why I write on paper, to be reminded that all of it is real, and it's not going away. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mateen. Basically, I never do any covers. If people have seen me before, I write my own songs. This one is called Barely Crawling. If you guys like the song, just sing along to it. It's very easy. And by the way, this is my first time performing on a guitar. I don't know how to play that much, just the basic chords. So deal with me. One second. When I'm alone, I'm living on my own. I'm barely living when you're not back home. When I'm awake, I open my eyes wide awake. I'm barely seeing, 'cause I can't see your face. But I haven't lost my way. I haven't lost my way back home. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. When I'm alive, I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm barely breathing since I've been on my own. I lost my heart. It's broken and out of place. It's barely beating, and it's beating up your name. But I haven't lost my way. I haven't lost my way back home. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. Everybody. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. Last stanza. I lost my mind. I went ahead and lost my soul. I'm barely dreaming since I've been on my own. But I haven't lost my way. I haven't lost my way back home. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. I'm barely crawling, Everybody has to sing. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. One more time. I'm barely crawling, crawling back to you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I am a practitioner of the dying art of short stories, writing and short story telling. Here goes. It's called Amongst the Dunes, and just one little thing that this takes some inspiration from this great novel by Frank Herbert, which is called Dune. But I mean, those who have read it will find their understanding of this story enhanced, but those who haven't, it really doesn't matter, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyway, so here goes, Amongst the Dunes. He loved Dune. Frank Herbert was his favorite author, and he had read the entire series many times. But the one he truly loved was the original, Dune. Duke Leto, the young Paul Atreides, Princess Irulan, Lady Jessica, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, the stark landscape of the Spice Planet, the struggle of a subjugated race in search of a messiah, and most importantly, the gradual transformation of a child, first into the Muad'Dib and then the Mahdi. This book had inspired him more than all the religious texts he had read. It was as if Dune talked to him in the hushed tones of a co-conspirator, egging him on to conquest and paradise, while the holy text seemed to scream down at him from the pulpit, trying to cover him into submission. He preferred the co-conspirator because it understood him in a way nothing else did. It knew that he was special, that his day would come, that one day he would transform into a leader of men. Meanwhile, he let Sheikh Saab have his way. He nodded to his every dictate, even to the ones about the inferiority of women. He knew in his heart that women were not weak. They were, in fact, the producers of men. They were, in many ways, stronger. They were the bulwark that men relied on to weather any storm. But he said nothing, just moved his head in acknowledgement when he heard the lectures on the uselessness of women in every aspect of a man's life except in the kitchen and the bedroom. He knew Sheikh Saab would never understand that there could be no Paul Atreides without Jessica and no Mahdi without Chani. So he remained quiet, and the Sheikh assumed that all was well. The Sheikh considered all non-holy texts as superfluous and irrational, even heretical. And he had voiced his beliefs many times, yet he allowed Mikhail his books. He was not happy about it, but he suffered it like a father suffers his son with a drug habit. And he occasionally prayed to the good Lord to grant this boy the strength to let go of his drug and detoxify his mind and his soul. He consoled himself with the belief that other than this small weakness, Mikhail was a good boy. He worked harder than most of his students, and he was proficient in his work. Sheikh Saab knew that understanding the world of the computers was not easy, and yet this boy seemed to have intimate knowledge of this mysterious realm. He had created multiple online identities for himself, through which he propagated the Sheikh's message to the world. He sometimes even surprised his master with the kind of people he was able to muster to their cause. Young men from all over the world, jaded by the false glitter of the West, had begun to clamor over to their side. They had begun to understand that the world they lived in was in the hands of a chosen few, the Jews and the infidels. It had been Mikhail's bright idea to tweet about the fact that being a Jew did not mean that you belonged to a particular religion. It was a mindset. And people from all religions became Jews when they adopted that mindset. And so jihad became mandatory against all such people, no matter who they were and where they resided. Similarly, it had been Mikhail who had coined the term the Fat Baron. Who had coined the term the Fat Baron that had become so famous on Facebook? The Fat Baron was not necessarily fat on the outside. In fact, his outwardly profile may look like a perfectly trim and muscular specimen of a man. But he accumulated fat on the inside while babies half a world away went hungry due to his greed. Many viewers of his blogs had been astonished to know that there were people in Western countries who prefer to burn tons of agricultural produce to control the supply and keep the international prices stable while children in Ethiopia died of malnutrition. Mikhail had an uncanny ability to surprise everyone, including the Sheikh, with nuggets of information that were bizarre and usually unheard of, but useful to the cause. For example, he had recently dug out data that stated that beautiful young Muslim women from the Commonwealth of Independent States of the old USSR were being forced into sexual slavery by agents of the ever-present Jews and infidels. These poor women, who had first been distanced from their religion by the Communist Party of the USSR, until they had become completely aloof of their purpose in life. After the disintegration of the Soviet Union, the infidels had played their masterstroke. They had made hunger and disparity rampant in these states. Through their agents, they assumed positions of power in high offices of government. As these agents bled the state's resources, the poor inhabitants suffered and began to sell their belongings until there was nothing left but their bodies. These bodies were now available for sale to the highest bidder and were being supplied to the four corners of the world. The most beautiful women on the globe being put on display and then being sold like livestock to cater to the perverted taste of the Jews and the infidels. They call us women haters, the Sheikh declared from the pulpit. Is it hate to protect these women from these savages? He thundered. This is the equality they desire, he said, as the screen behind him came to life, and for a brief period, not more than 5 seconds, a photo of an indescribably beautiful, skimpily clad woman was shown. The woman was surrounded by men with lecherous eyes, dressed in smart dinner jackets, holding glasses of wine in their hand. The woman had a smile on her lips, but her emerald green eyes belied her terror. The screen soon went dark, but the image somehow remained imprinted on the screen. It took the young men a few seconds to realize that the image they were seeing now was the one that had been imprinted on their brain, where it would remain probably forever. My brothers, thundered the Sheikh, this woman and all her sisters belong to you, and your brothers. It is your honor these Jews, these infidels have dared to plunder. What shall we do in return, my brothers? Shall we remain standing here with our hands folded across our bellies in abject submission? No, the crowd thundered. Never, it roared. We will avenge their honor. We will kill them all, it screamed, until the entire cave and the rocky earth surrounding it seemed to reverberate with passion. A day before that fateful day, the Sheikh called Mikhail to the cavern and sat him down on the soft cushions that lined the west wall. There was a pitcher of hot kahwa already present, from which he poured 2 glasses and handed one to the boyish young man. Both sipped the tea in silence for a while, the Sheikh deep in his thoughts and Mikhail waiting respectfully for him to start. Finally, the Sheikh cleared his throat and started speaking in his highly accented Urdu. Do you know, my son, of the 4 archangels of Allah? He inquired. Yes, the boy replied. They are Jibrail, Mikhail, Israfil, and Azrail. True, the Sheikh nodded in a somber tone. And do you know of their duties? The boy scratched his head, trying to remember the functions of all 4. The names were so similar and sometimes he got them mixed up. Well, I know Jibrail. He is the one who used to bring the word of God to the prophets. The word of Allah, Sheikh Saab said, his tone sharp. See, this is what happens when you start reading rubbish. You get confused. Taking a deep breath, he controlled himself and his voice turned low and somber again. Okay, what of the others? The boy's eyes knotted in concentration. Israfil, Israel, one of them is responsible for blowing the final trumpet on the day of judgment, and the other one is death. I forget which is which. He ended a little sheepishly. Israel is the Malakul Maut, the angel of death, don't worry. Many children confuse these two. There was a comforting smile on his face. Now tell me of Mikhail. The boy smiled. That is easy, he said, with a toothy grin. Mikhail is responsible for bringing food for the bodies and souls of humans. He brings rain so that crops may grow in the field. The smile on Sheikh Saab's face widened and he patted the boy's head in a fatherly gesture. Yes, my boy, Mikhail is a special one. He is also called the angel of mercy. He is the one that Allah has appointed for continuous interactions with humanity. He brings rain that causes plants to grow, and he is also responsible for bringing Allah's rewards for the people who do good deeds in his name. You are my Mikael, dear boy, even as I am a humble instrument of the will of Allah. Soon I will need you to interact with humanity, to tell them of the rewards waiting for them if they are good. Now go, have some sleep. We have a lot of work to do tomorrow. Mikael stood up and slowly walked out of the small cavern, but his mind was in a state of flux. He sensed that the Sheikh had not been completely honest with him. As he slowly walked back to the computers, the cold fingers of fear seemed to slowly tighten their grip around his heart, making it beat faster. The night was quiet, a cool, gentle breeze. 2 more minutes. Thank you. The night was quiet, a cool, gentle breeze made its way through the caverns under the mountains, bringing with it the contradictory smells of thyme, daisies, and many other plants that abounded in the arid landscape. Mikael seemed to be the only one who could not sleep. Everyone else seemed deeply oblivious of tomorrow. Almost involuntarily, his hands went towards his laptop and he began surfing the various chat rooms and blogs where like-minded young people discussed the current state of the world and ways to improve upon it. Even a cursory inspection of these sites was enough to inform the viewer that desperation was everywhere. Young people in USA were starting their practical lives buried under mountains of debt accumulated due to exuberant college fees, variable interest rates, and low initial salaries. Teenagers in Britain and Denmark, in fact in most of Europe, were trying to drown their sorrows by binge drinking and having unprotected sex, resulting in a steady rise in the cases of STDs and teen pregnancies. Suicides were on the rise all over the Western world, especially amongst teenagers. It was very clear to Mikael that the youth was depressed, which to him meant that the youth was ready for indoctrination. Their religions had failed him. Most had stopped believing in their gods and felt that their religions had a bad influence on the world around them. It was time, he thought, for the Sheikh's message to be heard. The Sheikh talked of universal brotherhood, of bringing down the citadels of power from which the cursed Jews and infidels controlled the masses. It was time for revolution. His mind was brimming with ideas that he felt young people everywhere would feel an affinity with. It seemed stranger to him and oddly reassuring as well that even though their lives were worlds apart, still they were in many ways the same. From the outside, okay.
All right, so, whoa, that's loud. Okay, so I don't know if I can swear, but I'm going to swear, so that's how we're going to do it. So I'm a poet, and I go around the world. I try to gain lessons, and then I hope to bring it back to Karachi. So I'm going to give you guys 2 short poems. The first one is called Sages. So it goes like this. These are the stories of sages that I've been retelling for ages. This shit is verbal, passed down through words. It's not written in pages. While you were out waging war for wages, I was in the streets, learning lessons in lame man's terms. And you know what? A lame man earns what a lame man yearns. So burn the books, follow your heart. Free the wings you were seeking to tear apart. Allow your dreams and ambitions to be fed. We're living life around 7 billion people who are already dead, and they're teaching each other. It's like the hungry are being fed by those who starve. Be who you are. Love what you love. The truth comes from within. It's not sent from above. I've told you a piece to send you on your way, so you too may become a sage and have something fucking insightful to say. Gotta bring it a little bit higher. Okay, so this next one, I actually wrote a long time ago. I taught a kid in Maripur. His name was Aziz, and this is like 10 years ago, but it meant so much to me that I wrote this poem. So it's called Aziz. So it goes, see, I knew this kid. He was straight off of his hinges. I used to teach him English, but some of my classes he wasn't attending because his dad wanted him to work, help him out with the business. He was only 10, reminded me of myself, and I used to think, if I was poor in Pakistan, would I have received any help? Not likely. But this kid never complained. He'd miss one class, come to the next one, and he's right back at it again. See, kids in Pakistan never had no Hannah Montana. Time to plan a childhood is a luxury, not a demand. Kids like Aziz proof that accelerated growth just ain't for bananas. Because when your little sister comes to you with her hand out homeless and hungry, you can't use the excuse that, oh, I'm not the man of the house, so please don't bug me. Aziz, man, hug me. Because you changed my life, kid. And all I could give you in return was, hi, my name is Aziz and I study in grade 5th. It hurt every time you missed a class. I would think, is he back on the streets again? Is he trying to make ends meet again? Would we meet again? Shit, I don't know if I can do this. Because this is just one kid. I haven't told you about the rest of my students. People call me crazy when I say I want to move back home. That I could be the tree that they cut down to help the nation grow. That we can change the world if we shared the wealth and let the hatred go. But in the end, I don't want to make you feel bad. That's not how you build upon an idea. All I'm saying is together, we can build a future that's concrete instead of the one they're trying to fucking sell us at IKEA. Thank you.
Me? I'm Hanya. All right, what's up? What's good? Are you guys having a good night? Yeah, okay, that's good. It's gonna become really bad really soon because I have a habit of being depressing. Anyways, I'm performing slam poetry, and before I begin, trigger warning. Sexual harassment, like, it's totally okay if you want to get up and leave because, like, it gets intense. Okay, I'm gonna start. I like lists. I love lists. Lists are essential to my orderly survival. I make lists of potential birthday gifts for my friends, pros and cons of dating a person. I have planned my entire schedule for the next month. Lists help me make sense of the chaotic world around me. So here's a list of times I felt both fuckable and repulsive. 1. I am 14 years old, on my way to the zoo, happily oblivious to womanhood and the trappings that come with it. There's a truck driver who's making disgusting kissy noises at me. His stare is focused enough for me to know it is directed at me. My heart is beating faster than Usain Bolt at the Olympics. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. 2. I am 15 years old, volunteering at a student carnival, college apps and whatnot. On my break, I look around. There's a balloon man following me. It's okay. He's just doing his job. I go to a secluded corner just to see if he follows me. He does. Mistake number 1. I turn around and show him my finger. Mistake number 2. The art of responding to harassment is characterized by practiced nonchalance and mentally reviewing all the weak spots on a man. Palm to the nose, elbow to the solar plexus, knee to the groin. I'm young though. I will learn. 3. I am 16 years old. From my way back to the gym, I stop for fast food. Throughout my order, the cashier only looks at my boobs. He doesn't stop to count the money that I hand him, entranced by the fat on my chest. I don't understand. I'm flatter than a motorway. This is the first time it sinks in that my body is open to male enjoyment 24/7, regardless of whether I consent or not. My consent is sexy, not compulsory. I want to scream, my eyes are up here, I want to break something. The cash register, his jaw, my fist, something, anything. It's cool though, only illiterate men harass. Well-educated people don't get messed up in stuff like this. 4. I am 17 years old and stepping out of a concert, waiting for my father to pick me up, and a friendly man in a turquoise tie approaches me. He's as old as my father, maybe older. But when he invites me to a nightclub, I freeze up all over again. The urge to respect my elders battles with the urge to make a scene. He hands me his phone number, hands lingering long enough for me to want to drown myself in sanitizer, but the 99.99% germs killed do not include him. Next time, though, next time, I promise myself I will make a scene, because this is not a matter of if it will happen again, this is a matter of when. Still, I feel weirdly screwable, proof that I am attractive to men. I convinced myself he only approached me because I must have wanted it. My clothing was too tight, my laugh too uninhibited. What was supposed to be a night of enjoyment and music twisted into this unnatural feeling of only being good for sex. Later, I wonder why my self-worth is directly proportional to how fuckable I am to men. 5. I am 18 years old, shadowing a cardiologist at one of the most prestigious hospitals in the city. I fool myself into thinking I am safe because this man saves lives on the daily. I am fooled by the nobility of his profession. I want to talk about heart surgery, cardiac arrhythmias. He only wants to convince me to masturbate. His various accomplishments have lulled me into a false sense of security. His small room is double locked and bolted. There is nobody on this floor. Nobody would hear me screaming for help. When he starts to make towards me, I jump up and run, tell him my driver is here. What was supposed to last for a week lasts only 2 days. Screw college apps. I tell myself it wasn't sexual harassment. He was an adult talking to another adult. At least he didn't rape me. Still, my hands refuse to stop shaking for a week. My friends want me to report him. My therapist wants me to talk about it. Everybody wants something I cannot give. Besides, who would they believe? An 18-year-old or a distinguished 56-year-old doctor? I'm 19 now, still grappling with the art of speaking out, of making a scene. I have learned the worth of my body. Not much, it seems. The illusion of safety has finally come undone. The price of being awake is steep, but it is a necessary sacrifice every woman has to make. I could write you a whole novel of me feeling unsafe in my own body, but I would never stop writing. And if you tell me you are tired of hearing Me Too poems, I will tell you I am tired of writing them. Thank you.
लफ्ज़ां दा मेल अल्फाज़ां दा खेल बजदी बीट मैं वीट पी के गड्डी दे सीट च लिखदा गीत उम्मीद मेरे लोकां नू पसंद आ मेरे गीत सुन लोकी सिखदे इत्थे दी रीट रस्म रिवाज इस देश दे बंद अक दूजे आनू वेचदे बीट गल गल ते गाली गलोच ते जदों तां मैं जमेया मैं घर वाले आते बोझ. The whole freaking world is a ghetto, full of magazines, full clips and heavy metal. When the smoke settles, I'm just looking for that big yellow in 6-inch stilettos. Dr. Dre, hello. Percolating, keep on hating while you're sitting there waiting. Your wife is hyperventilating, hoping that we penetrating. You get snating, cause I never been a Satan for hardcore administrating, gangbang affiliating. MC Rental have you wildin' off a zone and a whole half a gallon. Get you dialing 911 emergency and you can tell him it's my son. He's hurting me and he's a felon. On parole for robbery. Ain't no cop in the plea, ain't no stopping a G. I'm in the 6, you got to hop in the 3. Company monopoly, you handle shit sloppily. I drop a key properly. Kiye Gucci Armani piche roll di jawani check kar di branda wale tag ni aaja dassa tenu soniye ni fashion ki honda tere yaar ta de vakhda swag ni. Look, I didn't power through the struggle just to let a little trouble knock me out of my position and interrupt the mission. After everything I witnessed, after all of these decisions, all these miles, feet, inches, they can't add up to the distance that I have been through just to get to a place where even if there's no closure, I'm still safe. I still ache from trying to keep pace. Somebody give me a sign, I'm starting to lose faith. Kali di nali, gaddi de shishe kale, mere piche piche lage 24 ghante police wale. Jine chand peende rende, duniya to dur rende, veriyan nu shara vangu aave mere zindagi ech. Din chote rata kali, kali di nali ch rende munde wawali. Gaddi de shishe kite kale, main labta, mere piche police wale. Call me the Don Dada, pop a collar, drop a dollar. If you hear me, you can holler, even Rottweilers. Follow the impala, wanna talk about this concrete kid? I'm a scholar, the incredible, heterosexual, credible, beggar ho, let it go. This ain't edible, I ain't federal. I plan shit while you handpick newbies just giving out transcripts. ये गुच्ची अरमानी पीछे रोल दी जवानी चेक कर दी बरंडा वाले टैग नी आजा दसा तेनू सोहणीए नी फैशन की होंदा तेरे यार तादे वखड़ा सुहाग नी मुझको चाहिए तेरे इश्क का नशा और तुझको चाहिए मेरे दिल के टुकड़ों का मजा देखो मुखड़ो ना बता दे मुझको हाले दिल तुम्हारा भी टुकड़ो ना यूं रिश्ते को तू जाने दिल हमारा भी उठ जा अपनी राख से तू उठ जा तलाश में परवाज़ देख परवाने की आसमां भी सर उठाएगा आएगा अपना टाइम आएगा मेरे जैसा शाना लाला तुझे ना मिल पाएगा आएगा अपना टाइम आएगा मेरे जैसा शाना लाला तुझे ना मिल पाएगा ये शब्दों का ज्वाला मेरी भेड़ियां पिघलाएगा जितना तूने बोया है तू उतना ही तो खाएगा ऐसा मेरा ख्वाब जो डर को भी सताएगा जिंदा मेरा ख्वाब अब कैसे तू दफनाएगा चेक कर मित्रां दा स्वैग बिलो गड्डी एक कुर्ता पजामा दोवे ब्लैक बिलो चटदा एटीट्यूड भारी आना साम सकदा नी तेरा गुची आला बैग बिलो मामा हर कोई जानदा वे सणु लोड़ नी गंदी खुमीदा भी हत्था जटां दा कुड़दा जटां दा कुड़ी जटां दा मुंडा कड़िया वे चिलबर कुड़ी आंदी कहंदी मुंडा बड़ा कत्था I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robert Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love is the K-Town way. The LSA and Moet keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me. Now they writing letters cause they miss me. I never thought it would happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing scabs and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter plate toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, Indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Nur Lateef speak. Living life without fear. Putting 5 carrots in my mommy darling's ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the fool. By the pool, considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a brown girl misunderstood. And it's still all good. ये गुची अरमानी पीछे रोलती जवानी चेक कर दी बरंडा वाले टैग नी आजा दसा तेनू सोहणीए नी फैशन की होंदा तेरे यार तादे वखड़ा सुहाग नी
All right. Nervous, yes, but screw it. All right, let's do this. All right. All right. Time heals, yet scars remain. I've heard that saying time and time again, but does it really make a difference? Life is fragile like a glass, once broken and fixed, stands firm in composition, but still exhibits the mark to constantly remind you of the underwent catastrophe. But sometimes, the scar is a beautiful beginning. My eyes opened to the sound of the alarm buzzing, only to lock eyes with the most beautiful being I had ever met and blessed enough to have her as my loving wife. She wore a smile that will lighten up 1,000 suns and those glittery eyes so full of life. Good morning, darling. I made you your favorite scrambled eggs with salami and brewed a fresh cup of coffee for you, she said in the voice of an angel. I leaned in and kissed her on her forehead and found her reciprocating it. Honey, I only wish I could stay here in this moment forever, I whispered, so close to her lips it seemed as if I broke the words in her mouth. She kissed me with such love and affection, breaking the thin barrier of air between our lips, and said, I wish the same too, my love. But now you need to go to work so you can afford me shopping my heart out. And we both giggled. Having changed, all set for work, we greeted each other with a kiss goodbye. Honey, I love you, I heard her say from behind, and I turned and said, I love you so much more. The sparkle in her eyes and her white smile was a sight I could see forever. 12:30 p.m. Hello, is this Mr. Colin? A voice said from the other side of the telephone. Yes, this is he, I vocalized. I am so sorry to have called you, sir, but it is a state of emergency. What is it? I said in a broken voice, and my mind moving in all unsettling tangents. It is about your wife, Penny. She was found in the middle of an accident on the Broadway, and she is in critical condition. The phone dropped down from my hand at the horrific information that had just been disclosed, and I found myself rushing out the front door, bursting into tears. There she lay on the bed in a vegetative state, bruised in different places, when I felt a hand on my shoulder. A man in milky white coat with a shiny silver stethoscope that hung around his neck came into emergence as I turned around. Doctor, will she be okay? Tears streaming down my eyes. She is all that I have. She is my life, doctor. Please save her, doctor, please. His face dropped down, feeling defeated. He said, I am sorry. We tried everything we could, but there is nothing we can do. Her heart isn't strong enough to survive. There has got to be a way, doctor, please. I really need you to help me, I shouted with a deep pain in my voice. What is the point of a life where she wouldn't be with me? And what is the point of a death where I wouldn't be with her? So confused, so lost and defeated, I dropped down on my knees. It's time to make your call, I heard the doctor say from behind, once again, his hands taking over my shoulder. I wiped my tears and stood up, held my ground and said, let's do it. It was the last hope, the last option for me to be with you. How could I have missed it? I had to take it, and so I did. I am sorry, my dear love, that I had to leave you this way. But today I live inside you. How could it get any better than this? I know you feel grief, but I promised you my heart, and here I give it to you. The scar on your chest will always remind you of my existence within you. I promise you, my dear love, we will meet soon, and we will be forever your ever-loving husband.
As you can see, Sheikh Sunny.
Hello everyone. कैसे हैं आप सब लोग?
We're gonna play you another Fleetwood Mac, following in our tradition. Okay, I hope you enjoy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. Ready in the shadows, damn your love, damn your lies. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never reach the chain. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you will never break the chain. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Ready in the shadows, damn your love, damn your lies. Break the silence, damn the dark, damn the light. And if you
Just bothers me. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. She left no time to regret, kept her lips wet with her same old safe bet. Me and my head high and my tears dry, get on without my girl. You went back to what you knew, so far removed from all that we went through. And I tread a troubled track, my odds are stacked, and I'll go back to black. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to him and I go back to. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to him and I'll go back. I go back to black. I love you much. It's not enough that you love blow and I love puff. And life is like a pie, and I'm a tiny penny rolling up the walls inside. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to him and I go back to. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to him and I go back to. I go back to black. 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 Sing with me, everyone. Sing with me. Back to black. Back to black. Back to black.